Hola amigos, bien o no, y saludos desde Inglaterra. Hoy yo voy a compartir algo con esta, o puede decir este libro, pero en verdad es un texto dramático. Yo voy a compartir algo con esta para mostrar una otra forma del escribiendo. Texto dramático, ¿no? Pero bien, ese es el tema de hoy. So, hello again from England. Today I'm going to share with you something about this. Well, it's actually a play, not a book, really. 6 Degrees of Separation. On the best play in 1993. So it's been a long while. Very famous. Turned into a film later on with a very interesting Hollywood cast. But I'm going to share with you something from this because it shows a different type of writing. Now, I'm not going to actually attempt to do the whole play. That's a bit beyond me, but I'm going to read you something from what's called the production notes, which is kind of curious because this actually talks about how they staged the play, how they set it up, what the set looked like when they did this originally on Broadway in the US. And there's some ideas and thoughts from the writer about that, how you stage the play. And obviously, if you've seen the film of this, which is very good, I saw this first actually as the film. Obviously, originally it was a play. Now, theatre is a very different kind of thing to film acting. But it's interesting to see how this is described. So, the author here is talking about how he came to write the play, how they set it up, and he's also given us a brief description about how the set of the play, how it works. So I'm going to read you through this, see what you think about it, see how much you understand, and look at it as a different type of descriptive writing. But let's have a look. Production notes. Armed with a lot of preparation, I wrote 6 Degrees of Separation very quickly. The question actors get asked is, how do you remember the lines? And the question playwrights get is, how long did it take you to write it? Well, the answer on this one from a playwright born in 1938, about a play written in 1989, is 51 years. I immediately brought 6 Degrees to Lincoln Center Theatre, which had produced the 1986 revival of House of Blue Leaves. Gregory Mosher and Bernard Gernston, the director and executive producer of Lincoln Center Theatre, read it and put the play into immediate production, making it a rarity in today's theatre. No workshop, no readings, and 17 actors. Lincoln Center reassembled most of the Blue Leaves design staff. Jerry Zaks, who had directed Blue Leaves, would direct. We began auditions in October and saw an average of 50 actors for 13 of the roles. We used that time of casting to discuss the play, to understand the rhythm of the play, to hear what the play wanted to be. All I knew about the play was that it had to go like the wind. Jerry Zaks felt it crucial to translate that speed into stage terms. 6 Degrees would open at the Mitzi E. Newhouse Theatre, which is a thrust stage, meaning the audience sits 3/4 of the way around the stage, meaning it's ideal for a play that addresses the audience in a very intimate, friendly fashion. It's also a long way for entrances and exits and pulse-killing scene changes. Jerry met the challenge. He and Tony Walton devised a production scheme whereby the actors, except Paul, the hustler and the doorman, would sit in the front row for the course of the performance, appearing and vanishing, handing up, holding up and receiving props and costumes as needed. When anyone speaks on the phone, he or she simply steps into a special light that lasts for the length of the conversation. No one mimes handling a phone. They just talk. A click signifies the call's termination. Tony Walton designed a deceptively simple set: a bright red carpeted disc, 2 red sofas, and hanging over the stage a framed double-sided Kandinsky which slowly revolved before the play began and when it was over. He encased the back wall, made of black scrim, in a gilt picture frame and then divided that into 2 levels. The openings on either level were framed in gold. When actors appeared in the upper level doors, the set would give the feeling they floated in the dark. The geometric interplay between the circle of the bright red disc and the rectangle of the black wall caused a palpable tension. We would only see through the black scrim once, when Louisa goes down the hall and opens the door. Paul Gallo's lights would define the different locations and changes of time. William Ivy Long would costume the actors in vivid stained glass colours. Rehearsals began. Oh boy. We had made one casting error which rectified itself after 2 days, but it left us stranded with 16 actors and no lead. Every actress we wanted was working or busy or out of town. We kept rehearsing. We went into our second week of rehearsal with no lead. Peter Maloney's wife, Christine Griffin, filled in. Stephen Beckler, the stage manager, filled in. One morning we read in the papers that a play starring Stockard Channing, expected to open on Broadway, would instead terminate its run in San Diego. Stockard had been nominated for a Tony in her work in House of the Blue Leaves. We sent her the script. Stockard, the exemplar trooper, closed in San Diego on a Sunday and came to us on Tuesday, and we didn't miss a beat. Has any other actress been scheduled to open in New York at a certain time, and indeed did, however, in another play? Our original 10-week run got extended. Magazines did stories on people hopefully waiting in line for ticket cancellations. Stockard left temporarily to honour a movie commitment made when we were on a limited run. Swoosie Kurtz, who won the Tony for Blue Leaves and had been shooting a pilot during our rehearsal panic, came in and was brilliant for 9 weeks. James McDaniel left to go into a TV series. Courtney B. Vance suddenly succeeded happily into the part and would remain with it when Swoosie left at the end of October to do her TV series. And Stockard will return for a now indefinite run upstairs at the Vivian Beaumont Theatre. The experience has been remarkably happy. I wrote this play for a specific theatre and they did it. It's a wonderful thing for a playwright in 1990 to belong to a theatre. What else to say? 6 Degrees of Separation is performed without an intermission and takes approximately 90 minutes to perform. Well, there we go. So that is the author's production notes, which gives you a sense of something going on about the play without actually telling you what happens in the play. I'll leave you to find out for yourself. It's a very interesting story. So, with that said, we'll say cheerio.